build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Oh, that jab's starting to mark them up. Catch and shoot. Not a lot of defense here at all. You'd like to see more jabs. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them, more than happy.
Misses. Good counter punch. Swing and a miss with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to... Here we go for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
There's a counter shot. Knockout or bust for both of these fighters. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice exchange here from both men. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They drop their guard, they get caught. What a punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trade... On to the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. They exchange punches. They both want the knockout. Straight right just misses. It's all offense all the time. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The counter lands. He misses with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punching. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores. Back at it in round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Does well to block that left jab. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. Well, you know in this division, you've got to have speed and you've got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed... Back into the fray here in round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Nope, that uppercut does not score. And he scores with the counter. Lucky that hook didn't score. Beautiful counter shot. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, Now we're going to find out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, this is the beginning of round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Couldn't land that jab. A perfect counter shot. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Missing with that jab. Can't score with that hook again. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. And there's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You know, as lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
These two fighters are made for one another. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A straight right just misses. Miss with that jab. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. And they're back at it again here in round 8. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until...
Do you believe? Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. That's it. A unit.